Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ascension WoW Classic Plus. We're back at it again on a nice Friday. It's been a long week, guys. I feel. In my personal opinion, it's been a long week. Maybe it has for you guys, maybe it hasn't. But we're picking up right where we left off, and essentially what we're going to be doing is, well, keeping it going. Just keep it going. We hit level 29 in the dungeon that we had last time, which was kind of strange. Group still kind of lingers. It just felt really, really fake. But maybe that's just me. Um, Regardless of that, we are pretty much continuing right where we left off. And thanks to being level 29, we have a few more quests that has opened up to us. And these quests we're going to probably work on. Well, we'll definitely work on and do. I don't know about this probably thing that I keep saying. Maybe it depends on how hard these quests are, you know? Which, maybe they're hard, maybe they're not. We don't know until I do it. So I am going to replenish our stock here because I definitely now appreciate the food and water that I'm getting now. At least to a certain point. Just stacking up to a certain point. Just so that I have that in the back burner, just in case if my mana runs out. But we have a few more quests here that we have that are available, and we'll work on those. I think a lot of these quests, these few quests, well, that one is definitely for the cave. But I think this one is not for the cave. Here, where does it want me to go? The large syndicate camp north of here. Okay, so that one is to go up here. So we'll go up there. Because there are tons of ores up there, we'll definitely go over there. But I think what I'm going to do is sidetrack. Since it is Friday, Monday and Friday, I'm thinking about doing specifically just working on professions at the same time as I'm talking. And the plans for next week. Now, if I did follow up on my plans, that I would continue to do the Turtle WoW videos and stuff like that, keep the Warlock stuff going. And obviously, from time to time, doing streams for Turtle WoW and Ascension, which I will probably be kind of drip feeding in throughout the week. Then I should say that it's gonna probably turn out okay, and all that fun stuff. Aside from that, plans for next week is just to keep everything going at a pace that it's been going in. Just keeping things as it goes. Ascension WoW videos that have popped up on my channel seems to garner a little bit more attention. Not the attention that Duskhaven has done, but it's attention that I can really enjoy, and I love that it brings to the channel. And it does bring people to comment on there, hey, do Turtle WoW, because I think Turtle WoW is awesome, and it's like, I agree, Turtle WoW is pretty bussin', pretty good at some parts, and other parts it's not. Especially the slowness of it. But hey, when you get Turtle WoW as the name of your server, you know. Things happen. things tend to happen, and they gradually become that way. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I try to balance things out as we work and as we go, just to the ebb and flow of everything needs to keep moving. Keeping up with a lot of processes and progresses is really good. And all that fun stuff. I have thought about doing more streams in the way of, well, since Oblivion came out, doing streams on Oblivion is fun. It makes me relax. I don't feel rushed to do it. I don't feel rushed to make them because I can just do them at any point in time because I don't have a series on it. And playing random games in the stream settings such as that actually feels really fun, especially when I have my friends to play with me on it too. That's one of the big reasons. But beside the point, getting into it really has been it's been a good experience. And I'm going to prepare more. And I'm gonna try and do more, and hopefully everybody who tunes into my channel can also enjoy it as well. And I am thinking about doing more Turtle WoW streams, doing more Ascension streams. Obviously, those two are my big ones that I really love and enjoy playing wholeheartedly. And I want to keep that flow. I want to keep it going, and that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. And that's sort of the plans for next week. Is that I am going to be doing more Turtle WoW streams. I'm going to be doing more Ascension streams because you guys really enjoy them, and I hate to disappoint, which I'm pretty sure I've disappointed a good many people. Regardless of that, it is definitely in the making. Obviously, everything has its place, and everything has its worth and intrinsic value to my channel that I'm hoping that people can sit back and enjoy and all that fun stuff. And another week has gone by as Friday comes, and the next set of videos will come out next week. I do want to actually sit back and appreciate that there are people out there who have given me a lot of stuff. You know, I really do appreciate all my viewers that sticks around and actually watches and enjoys what I put out on for all of you, and to enjoy all that kind of stuff. It really sets into my mind that what I'm doing is going to work out. At least, at the very least, it's going to work out. Maybe in my favor, maybe not in my favor. I don't know yet. We'll see where the tide flows, in which direction, you know, and I can only hope that a lot of you will choose to stick around and hang out with me and enjoy the fruits that I try to provide, albeit not really good, because I only ever thought about streaming and I never really thought about editing videos, so I never really took the time to learn any of that stuff, and I don't have really the funds to do any of that stuff to begin with. But I hope things turn around, and I'm hoping things can really turn into a good effort, you know, on my end, at the very least on my end. But yeah, with all that in mind, we're just gonna keep it all rolling. You know, we're gonna keep this flow rolling, and we're gonna keep our eyes out for ores and getting all this quest done. There's 2 missions over here that I want to get my hands on because they have quests. The NPCs here are going to be a little rough on me, but I think when I get to the next level here, I think it'll be a little easier to clear out. I know the wizards, I have to really watch the wizards here because I don't know if Ascension dumbed down their AI or not, but I know that the wizards have an AI about them to where they'll plant you down on the ground and they'll run away from you, or they'll try to get into areas of strategic importance so that they can beat you up. Essentially beat you up. We don't want that. But yeah, we'll clear all this stuff out. We'll keep our eyes open for ores, especially when we. Oh yeah, if you get a South Shore Stout, which I think is only in South Shore, you can get the missive that way. It's easier to do. You don't have to kill a bunch of guys. And at my level currently, I won't be able to get those plans over there. They're on that table, so we'll just kind of pretend that it's not there. Don't acknowledge it. Where was this rod again? Was it in the Yeti cave? Yes, it is in the Yeti cave. So we'll have to clear out the Yetis. Actually, let me come down here, go down here, and I could continue to keep getting tin and stuff for bronze, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm getting more iron-related items, and now that I have the iron bar upgrade kit, I probably won't have to worry about it right now. So we won't have to worry about tin and copper anymore, I don't think. So that's free bag space. Come over here and turn in this infiltration mission quest done. The Kursk. And see what he has next for me. Syndicate base in the north. We'll do that. I have hit level 30 and Mystic Scrolls. So this is where they'll give us our first legendary and what we can choose to do. And I think as a Ret Paladin, I'm getting Execution Sentence. Can only choose one, and this one is what I'm choosing. So. And this gives us the Execution Sentence ability, and we'll go ahead and learn that. And then we'll Sanctified Retribution, increases my aura, damage that my aura does, and I think it also increases the rest of these auras too, if I read that correctly. 50% all damage caused by friendly targets affected by my auras is increased by 3%. Yes, so all around everybody benefits. We'll grab all of our stuff here. Seal of Light is a good seal, in my honest opinion. We won't use the Divine Intervention. Crusader Aura is really, really good. But probably won't need it right now. Let's see, did we learn anything extra? Or anything that I can put down? Seal of Light is really good because it does healing. Gives healing when you hit people, which is good, but I'd rather have Seal of Command because it cleaves and does damage. Offers cleave and damage. Everything should be up to date. I don't think I have anything new. Crusader Aura is really good because it makes us move faster on our mount. Divine Intervention we don't really need because that's just a self-sacrifice for somebody else's benefit, which we're not in a group. And I don't think I'm going to use that in dungeons.
What would you ask?
So we'll go over here. We'll get the quest to kill the ogres, which will be rough.
What is it?
I'll be completely honest with you because everything is all elite. These two guys, find the traders,
Better be good.
led to the internment camp at Dalaran. So these guys wants me to go to Dalaran Crater and to dispatch of the wizards there and all that stuff. So we'll definitely do all that kind of stuff. These quests up here are going to be rough. I'll be honest with you, because they're level 35s and stuff like that. But we'll definitely have those quests just so that we can do them. I think if we out-level that area to where they're, like I'm level 30, these cats are 26, and if I hit 31, they're going to be 27. If we get those guys up there to that point where they're going to be under-leveled, under-scaled to me and stuff like that, I'll probably definitely be able to do it. If not, we can move on to the next area, which is over here, and Arathi Highlands, which are my level, I think. So, either way, it's on the chopping block. We'll definitely get around to it. And I think there's even more iron in Arathi Highlands. I think Arathi Highlands has one of the bigger deposits of iron ore to get through. Iron veins to get through. So all those are in mind. keeping all that stuff in mind. Execution Sentence is a pretty good ability for Retribution, especially when the hammer actually comes down and hits the target. Does a nice chunk of damage, but the cooldown is a lot. It's a long cooldown. We're definitely going to go in here and clear out this whole area, this whole place here, because there's mithril in it, and I think if I trade out my tin, aka destroy it, and we'll switch it out for holding mithril and true silver. I don't know what I could use true silver for. I haven't really seen what true silver benefits from, or the benefit I get from it. But we'll see. I do want to get my mining up. That's the important thing of why I'm in here doing this stuff. Besides, I'll probably have to come back in here because, well, I'd still have to go through here because Heracles, I don't know how you say his name. I'll be honest. I in my years of playing this game, I don't even know how to say his name. I always call him Heracles. Like a butchered way of saying Heracles. What's that? Loot hoard. Okay, so I wonder what unique item comes out of that hoard. I think, if I'm honest, I'm hoping it's a bag. I'm hoping it's a bag of some kind. I do have the rod. What are you talking about? Oh. The rod. Okay. I need to go back to town and turn in the... Okay. And then I'll be back in here. Which I am still going to clear this out. At least to get the, all the stuff that's in here. Alright. Stun you. Put an executioner sentence on you and see if you actually stay alive long enough. Nope, you didn't stay alive long enough. Okay, it's a necklace. 2 strength and parry. I want to say it's good, but it's not good. I'm like biting my tongue. I'm like, that is bad. That is really bad. Can I even mine the true silver yet? No, I can't mine the true silver yet. Oh, that's a bummer. There's a lot of true silver in here. There's a lot in here. Look at that. True silver, true silver, true silver, true silver, true silver. I think there was like a mithril on the back. Well, I got the rod anyway. I'd have to come back here anyway for the part 2 of the quest. So, we'll go ahead and head back to town to turn that in. Because it's still going to tell me to go back out. And there's one fire that's up in the ogre area. And going through all those elites is going to be I think it's going to be a pain. It's not going to be a big pain, but it's going to be a pain. Regardless. But that's how this goes. That's how this all goes. It's kind of weird seeing them as elites for the ogres. Because in Season Discovery, they're not elites. They're normal. And I think in normal Classic, they're not even elites. This is for Desolus. I'll think about it. I don't think I want to go to Desolus. I think I would rather go to Arathi Highlands. I think that's a little easier. A quest hub to get as much as you can. Alright. I think before I go into that Yeti cave to get that... Well, actually, no. I'm going to go in. I'm going to get the 2 flames that are in there and head back out, I think. And then head out and go over to the Dalaran crater and mess with the wizards over there. Get the stones. Kill the traitorous undead that are there. Which I don't think they're traitors. I always found it kind of screwed up for Forsaken that if you get caught, like, get imprisoned, you are now labeled as a traitor. kind of feels kind of odd. A little odd. Get caught, branded a traitor. A bit much, in my opinion, but hey, it's how you want to perceive it, how you want to do it, how you want to justify it. I'm not gonna sit here and justify it. Let's see, true silver. Is that like 220 mining? I want to say it's 220 mining, which I don't have. I don't think it's 200. At least I don't think it's 200. Let me check this. There's an iron over there. I'll definitely go grab that. 205. I was off. I was way off. Well, now I know. What did I get? Renegade, Pauldrons, and Sage. Not bad. I'll take the Mog for it. It's not a good Mog, but I'll take the Mog for it. Maybe I'll find an outfit for it. I know the outfit that I'm wearing right now is as good as it's gonna get to match with it, but okay. Beside the point. Beside the point. What is that? Enrage? That's Warrior. Not gonna need it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab your attention. End up grabbing another guy's attention. Not ideal, but it'll be alright. I think. I can just liberally use lay on hands because it's 20 now. Wait a minute. That, hold on. That's sus. Does it cleave? Dealing damage to enemies within 5 yards. Yeah, it does. It does cleave. Well, what do you know? The more you know. It cleaves. Good to know. I'm wondering if there's another item in here. Instead of just the horde. There's something else. I don't know. We'll see. Warrior's Blood Gaze. Don't need that. I got a shield somewhere, I think. I think it just said that. Bandit Bracers with the shield wall. It's wrists. It's not good wrists, but it's wrists. And a Cow of Necromancy. Well, I'm gonna take all these appearances that I definitely do not have. I like how it says it makes it soulbound if you learn it, but it doesn't give the soulbound, so you can still trade it and sell it. I think they should remove that message of saying it's soulbound. See, rain cap. Yeah, see, if I do this, it says it will soulbind the first instance of this item in your inventory. It cannot be undone, and unfortunately, there is no soulbound. The Mana Weaver enchant looks really good. Get a whole set of Mana Weaver. That's a lot of mana return. Good for healers, good for mages, good for a lot of people, a lot of classes that use mages. And spell power, intellect, that's all good stuff. Let's see how, okay, leave those. Really good intense damage. Definitely intense damage. Intense damage. Alright, we're gonna hop down here and we'll heal Divine Plea to regenerate some of our mana because we're not gonna be healing. We'll come around here and okay, two yetis. I'm gonna have to face. I see a mithril. I see a true silver. More true silver. Alright. I think my retribution order is definitely paying off. Though the damage that I'm taking, that can't be. I don't think that can be settled. Let's get our bite. Use executioner sentence on this guy. We'll go ahead and grab this mithril. Yep, we'll grab this mithril and head around and grab that fire. I think if the true silver is still here when I hit 205, I'll definitely come back and grab it. But I don't think there's many recipes that call for true silver. At least I don't think so. I'll have to look that up after this video. Definitely will have to look that up after this video. And taking a lot of damage. I'm gonna use a weak health pot. A weaker health pot to keep those greater health pots in my inventory. At least a little bit longer. Blood Scout Channeling Staff. That is a unique item to the server because you can tell the difference in what's part of the server and what's not part of the server of the plus mode is because of the price. The price of items is how you can determine what is actually been added and what's not been added. Because if you see here, that's not a silver. That's a unique item. And the best way you can find out what's unique and what's not unique in terms of pricing is just normal gear. Like, let's see. What's a good determination of explaining what I'm talking about? So, like this Ravenous Eye. I got this Ravenous Eye from a random quest mob, random quest item. I'm gonna die here. Yep. So from a random quest item, you can get a good chunk, like, you know, a few silver and stuff like that. But how you can tell the difference between certain items is like this here, the damned farmhand shirt, right? The damned farmhand shirt. Any shirt that you pick up is only going to be worth like up to 30 copper. 10 copper, 30 copper, 1 copper. You're not going to have it sell for a whole lot. But this custom item here is worth 10 silver, 70 copper. Same goes for the custom tabard here. Hillsbrad Protector. There's no tabard in the game, not even in retail, that's going to be worth that much. I'm just being serious. It's just not. It's impossible. So, you know, having unique items that are being dropped here, you can tell the difference between prices. Some are more expensive than others. Here's another good example. This Vicious Warhammer that I've saved up to this point that I'm going to use to trade out this unique item, the Mud Stout Effigy. You can see it's worth a gold and 31 silver at a level 26 item. And this here is 1 gold, 35 silver at a level 30. So it's a good way of telling the difference. Honestly, this hammer is a little better. In terms of attack speed, it's pretty good. Damage per second is really good. But if I'm honest, it's the same item. It really is the same item. Now, the reason I would make a choice as to use the Vicious Hammer is pretty much, well, honestly, I wouldn't use it personally because I like this effigy, because I like how it looks, but the attack power is what I really crave. And you have 6 agility, right? And since nothing's set in stone here, I can show you the difference here. So you can see here in the melee, the power rating, the power scaling. If I put this in, it's become weaker, but my power is increased, so it compensates for it. Now, is it a good compensation? Not really. In the end, the Vicious Warhammer is terrible, which means I'm not going to use it. But I am going to use this cloak here. So you can tell that there are certain items, and I did this to make a point. I kept it just to make a point today when I hit level 30, to show that there's some items that are in the base game that are going to be crap versus, you know, anything else that you would see here. And that's just the ugly truth. And that's the ugly truth. You know, hate to tell y'all, because it kind of ruins the aesthetic a little bit, that these custom items are ending up better. And I think that even a better way of describing it is the Scarlet Crusade shield. The Scarlet Crusade shield lasts me from level 14 to level 25, I think, 23. It has lasted me a good 10 levels before I had to switch it out for a two-handed pole arm that I stumbled upon in Silver Pine. So if you know where all these items are, you can reap the benefits. But at the same time, these items are scaling to your level. So it's better to go with the new stuff that they're adding in than say the quest rewards or anything. Now the dungeon gear is definitely going to be better than what they're adding in on the world because they had to make that balance between the quest rewards and the dungeon rewards. But that would be a video or maybe even part of a stream at some point that I will discuss this kind of stuff because I think it's a really good conversation to have. And thus, the video is unfortunately over. And I'll have to leave you here. And with all this, my friends, like the video. Comment down below what you like to see me do or enjoy or all of that kind of good stuff. Maybe just say hey or whatnot. And do subscribe. I'm trying to get to 150 by the end of the year. If we can go even higher than that, that'll be freaking amazing. But with all that, my friends, until next time, peace out.